Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Thursday, September the 23rd market update. On the economic front, the weekly jobless claims were up 12,000 to 465,000. A little bit higher than what was the estimate was at 450,000. The monthly existing home sales were up 7.6% for August. And the market seemed to be pretty happy with that and got a bounce off of that after opening a lot lower. But if you remember, July was down 27.2%, so basically we're still down 20% over the last 2 months, but short-term memory. The weekly nat gas showed a rise in storage by 73 billion cubic feet, which was slightly less than expected. On deck for tomorrow are the monthly durable goods orders at 8:30 a.m. and we'll get the monthly new home sales at 10 a.m. So should have another exciting economic day tomorrow. The dollar, gold, and oil were up. Silver and copper were down just slightly. They were kind of flat. They didn't move a whole lot. So light sweet crude futures were up 47 cents to settle at $75.18 a barrel. So look at the dollar via the UUP ETF. Got a little bounce here. We had a little gap. We got a little bounce. We'll see where we go from here, but hold up too bad. So I'm not going to look at the point and figure for oil today because we really haven't been moving anywhere and it looks pretty much the same. So let's go over to the Dow chart. Dow closed down 76 points to 10,662. S&P closed down 10 points to 1124. NASDAQ closed down 7 points to 2327, and the Russell closed down 7 points to 648. The NASDAQ held at the best, down 0.32%, and the Russell was the weakest for the third day in a row, down 1.20%. Volume was pretty decent. Always seems like it picks up a little bit when selling starts, so it was above average daily volume in most cases. So looking at the Dow, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we broke, I talked about hitting resistance up here, and, we broke back here. I mean, we've got some support here. We'll see where we go. I mean, it didn't seem like it was a really, panic type selling or anything. It wasn't too bad. S&P did break the 1130, which isn't great, but probably as long as it doesn't take out the 200-day, which is down here about 1,116, that will be problematic. Probably if we take out it's the black line here at 1,116, then the institutions might start selling. So we'll be watching for that. Looking at the Nasdaq, of course held up really well. Still buying tech, and again, we haven't really even taken out much from went a little higher than this large bullish candle here and got kind of near the bottom of the day. So again, we really haven't moved anywhere here in the last few days that much for the Nasdaq anyway. Let's take a look at gold. GLD still hanging tough, still looks fine. MACD's leveled off some, but it still looks good. Silver pulled back a little today, but no heavy selling or anything, so it looks fine. Copper, as my chart's hanging up or something. I don't know what it's doing here. Okay. All right, so copper is we had really heavy selling here on copper, and then we had some more a little bit heavy selling here, but we're not moving it much. It still seems to be holding up all right up here. See the euro FXE did pull back some, had a little gap here, filled the gap, no heavy selling, still holding up all right. The VIX volatility index jumped about 6% today. Got a jump. Got the MACD started turning up just a little bit here. So we'll see if we're ever get out of this, which might not be a good thing if we go this way, but unless you love to short. So we're still in this kind of big falling wedge on the VIX. And XLF, we'll take a look at that. Banks aren't, financials still struggling here. We're still stuck in this channel on the XLF, the ETF. Let's go take a look at the volatility index. Minus 20, so we're in the bottom half in the over sold area, but we really need to get deeper to be really oversold. We need to get down in this area here, so we haven't quite got there yet, so we could still go lower, or of course we could get a bounce over to the sectors. So 2 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green. Semi index had the large percent gain, up 0.72%. The the insurance index was the weakest, down 1.88%. So over to chart watch. Source Baidu, we've been watching it. It's still holding up really well. Actually broke higher today. This little zinc horsehead holding, breaking out today with some volume. Not a little ascending triangle there. It looks pretty good. Still watching this NOC, Northrop Grumman. It's holding up pretty well. There's no selling here. So I'd like to see it break out over, of course, this high, about 60, whatever that is, 60.15 or so. But it's still holding up well. Skyworks breaking out today, then had a shooting star. I think market weakness probably, but still holding up fine. SID, I like this triangle. It's near the apex. It's either going to have to break out or going to have to pull back and then possibly break down, but it's going to have to go somewhere soon. Of course, BRKR, still watching this inverted head and shoulders. It's still stuck in here. It's just amazing. So, but it's still holding up fine. Hogs still looks good. Still hanging tough. One of the school stocks, SCHL, broke out today post earnings. Amazon breaking higher today. Of course, Netflix is just crazy. UHT, Universal Health, broke out today with lots of volume. SPWRB, and I think the A as well, broke out on huge volume. And this is, you look, this is, you know, it's touched up here. So this is a pretty important breakout above the downtrend line for this one. Gesso still looks real good, holding up fine. TSL still holding up pretty well. It's pulled back from the high 29, but looks still pretty good here. BBY still holding up fine. It's supposed to be BBY. Best Buy is holding up all right too, but BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond post earnings. ASIS breaking out today. APOL, another school stock, tried to break out, then pulled back late in the day, market weakness. Coinstar, got a little wedge here, lots of volume coming in. It might break out to the upside here soon. INFN keeps going higher. Argon, this actually has pretty good fundamentals. I was just watching it here because, you know, it retraced down here to 61.8% Fibo level, and now it's we'll see if it bottom and volume is picking back up down here. So we'll see where it goes from here. Not ready to do anything with it yet. CRESY, huge breakout higher. LI, Linux International, breaking down actually a little bit yesterday. Volume continued today, so you might keep it on your short list. Win started breaking down today, but you know, it's actually right around the 30 and 50 MA here, so it actually could possible have some support here with the MAs up there, so be watching that. Probably depends on if the market continues to break down or stabilizes. Fastenal still holding up really well, and looks like it's wanting to break out. THRX moving higher today. SVVS moving higher today. Travel Zoo still holding up really well. Had some selling, but it's really not going anywhere. CMG still holding up well. Of course, the NTAP, FFIV, you know, all the usual ones that have been real strong. Still watching this chemical, WLK, still looks real good, holding up fine. Bunge breaking higher today, and then CENX, Century Aluminum, like this one, and it's holding up really well. So let's go take a look at the current market signals. Follow the point and figure chart for the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, and we didn't move enough to, you know, make any changes to the point figures, so there's no really reason to look at them. We'd have to fall a long ways to put these back on sales. All right, so that is it for today, and thanks for watching.